Sometimes punishment consists of starvation, which is inflicted. That is, for the refusal to wear the badge, East. Such punishment has the result that workers faint at work. Klosterdijk camp, Greenheim, Saxony. The consequence is complete exhaustion, an ailing state of health, and tuberculosis. The spreading of tuberculosis among the Polish factory workers is a result of the deficient food rations meted out in the community camps because energy spent in heavy work cannot be replaced. The call for help which reaches us brings to light starvation and hunger, severe stomach intestinal trouble, especially in the case of children, resulting from the insufficiency of food, which does not take into consideration the needs of children. Proper medical treatment or care for the sick are not available in the mass camps. The end of the quotation. We now refer to page 3 of this same document, and particularly to the first paragraph. In the German text, it appears at page 5, paragraph 1. In addition to these bad conditions, there is lack of systematic occupation for and supervision of these hosts of children, which affects the life of prolific families in the camps. The children left to themselves without schooling or religious care must run wild and grow up illiterate. Idleness in rough surroundings may and will create unwanted results in these children. An indication of the awful conditions this may lead to is given by the fact that in the camps for Eastern workers, Camp for Eastern Workers Waldlust, Post Office Lauf, Pegnitz, there are cases of 8-year-old delicate and undernourished children put to forced labor and perishing from such treatment. Although some hostels for unfit workers have been provided as a precautionary measure, one can only go there when recovery may no longer be expected. Neumarkt in Bavaria. Even there, the incurables waste away slowly, and nothing is done even to alleviate the state of the sick by suitable food and medicines. The first paragraph. In the German text, it appears at page 7, paragraph 4. If under these conditions there is no moral support, such as is normally based on regular family life, then at least such moral support which the religious feelings of the Polish population require should be maintained and increased. The elimination of religious services, religious practice, and religious care from the life of the Polish worker. The document books can hand it up. Your Honors will observe that on some of the books we have placed some tabs so that it would be more easy for the tribunal to locate the documents. Unfortunately, we did not have a sufficient number of tabs to do the work completely, and that will account for tabs which are missing on some of the document books. shall show that the defendants Sauckel and Speer are principally responsible for the formulation of the policy and for its execution. That the defendant Sauckel, the Nazi plenipotentiary general for manpower, directed the recruitment, the deportation, and the allocation of foreign civilian labor. That he sanctioned and directed the use of force as the instrument of recruitment, and that he was responsible for the care and the treatment of the enslaved millions. That the defendant Speer, as Reichsminister for Armaments and Munitions, director of the organization TOF, and member of the Central Planning Board, bears responsibility for the determination of the numbers of foreign slaves required by the German war machine, responsible for the decision to recruit by force, and for the use under brutal, inhumane, and degrading conditions of foreign civilians and prisoners of war in the manufacture of armaments and munitions, the construction of fortifications, and in active military operations. Describes Sauckel's labor mobilization program. And I wish to quote now from page 2 of the English text, starting with the 6th paragraph, and in the German text again it appears at page 2 of the 2nd paragraph. Quoting from the text directly, the aim of this new gigantic labor mobilization is to use all the rich and tremendous sources conquered and secured for us by our fighting armed forces under the leadership of Adolf Hitler, for the armament of the armed forces and also for the nutrition of the homeland. The raw materials as well as the fertility of the conquered territories and their human labor power are to be used completely and conscientiously to the profit of Germany and their allies. The theory of the master race underlay the conspirators' labor policy in the East as well. And I now refer to document number 1130 PS, which is marked USA Exhibit 169. Starting with the first paragraph, and in the German text it appears at page 2, paragraph 1. Quoting directly again from the English text, Koch said, "We are the master race and must govern hard but just. I will draw the very last out of this country. I did not come to spread bliss. I have come to help the Fuhrer. The population must work, work, and work again. For some people are getting excited that the population may not get enough to eat. The population cannot demand that. One has only